Imagine if you could sell a little piece of Australia. Well, for the last couple of weeks, I've tried selling journals on Amazon to see if I could turn it into a second source of income whilst living out here in Australia. And I'll be using a tool called 𝗑𝗫𝗫 to do it. I'll walk you through the entire process so you'll be able to do it too. And then I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and at the end, reveal the results a week or two later to see if I actually made any money at all doing this. Let's get into it. Hey mate, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Sam, a British actor documenting my journey of rebuilding life in Australia. So why make a journal, Sam? Well, although I'm married to an Australian, my first few weeks living in Australia was absolutely chaotic, and having somewhere to journal all of that would have been so valuable. The thing is, while Australia is a gorgeous, gorgeous country, it is quite a big shock for newcomers if you're staying here longer than a couple of weeks. This was the perfect opportunity to experiment with a new income stream. For full transparency, 𝗑𝗫𝗫 has very kindly sponsored this video, but after doing my own research and seeing that a lot of people had found some success using this tool, I thought it would be a no-brainer to give it a go. 𝗑𝗫𝗫 lets creative people like you and I do something quickly if you work a full-time job. For example, I'm an actor and a YouTuber. I don't have time to be spending 8 hours a day on a side hustle. I only have like an hour or two a day to do something like this, and 𝗑𝗫𝗫's perfect for that. So let's jump in. Time to build the Australia journal that the world definitely didn't ask for, but hopefully they might secretly need it. Now, while this might look very overwhelming at first, there's a lot of information on the screen. We're going to walk through exactly what you need to do to make your book and hopefully make it a successful one. A lot of this you can ignore, we're just gonna focus on some specifics. So this page is showing me some of the most popular books selling on Amazon right now. Now, I have to stress the importance of having a good front cover. You know the phrase, don't judge a book by its cover? Well, that's exactly what people do on Amazon. So I'm gonna go over to the keywords research to see if there's, some sort of moving to a new country journal we can make. So we can see here from the keyword search that moving journal is searched quite a lot. 2,525 searches on that. And I have to stress the importance of doing your niche and keywords research beforehand. If you don't nail this part, your book probably won't sell at all. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, hit that like button so I know to keep making these videos. Now, the brilliant thing about 𝗑𝗫𝗫 is that there is no expiration dates on these books. Once you've published a book, it's out there forever. There is no minimum or maximum amount of books that you can create on 𝗑𝗫𝗫. You are only capped by your time. So if your books are selling and you keep creating books that sell, your income keeps growing. So I'm not interested in making a coloring book, but if I wanted to see how this book is performing, I can click this little clock icon and it's going to tell me how the book has been selling. So it's giving me its sales rank, how much it was selling for. So we can look at other books in our niche to see how they price theirs and take inspiration from that. Also, this is common sense, but don't plagiarize anyone's work. If you see a front cover or a title of a book you like, don't copy it word for word or picture for picture. Take inspiration from it, make it your own, put your own creative spin on it. Let's go on to Amazon to see if there's much competition. Now, as you can see, there's over 10,000 results for moving journal. That's a ridiculously high amount of competition. We need to refine this idea. The goal for creating a book on Amazon KDP is lots of demand and little competition. Now, if you're really out of ideas or you need some extra inspiration, go over to movers and shakers, and these will show us the books that are trending very well on Amazon right now. Like this, the Productivity Monthly Planner. Oh, this is cool. Food word search puzzle book. This is something you can make with 𝗑𝗫𝗫𝗫. Oh, this is really cool. It says I love Arizona on the front cover, and this is an Arizona travel journal. Oh my word. This is giving me an idea. What if we did something like Brisbane or Australia or Queensland even? Now, on the evergreens part of 𝗑𝗫𝗫𝗫, it shows you books that perform really well regardless of the time of year. That's why I'm surprised Cozy Girl season is in the evergreen section, because this is an autumn themed book, but I guess people like being a little cozy girl. This is a great idea. Things I need to write down because I'm old and I forget stuff. This is a great example of putting your own creative spin on a book idea that's already working well. For example, there's very high competition on Amazon for creating, just a journal, but then adding this funny little joke to it and a very specific target audience, well, you're more likely to sell it because you're going after one person and you're also adding a bit of personality and humor. So let's type in move to Australia. I think maybe creating an Australian themed journal might actually be better. Well, high search volume, move to Australia. Let's go over to amazon.com.au. move to Australia, see if that has much competition. One thing I didn't mention before is that when you type in the keywords of a book that you want to create, put the word book at the end of it so Amazon knows that's the results that you're trying to get. It's showing 305 results for move to Australia book. What about move to Australia journal instead? Well, that's got 1 of 52 results for move to Australia. That's pretty cool. Maybe let's just check Amazon.com, which is the American version of Amazon. Yep, this is 1 of 44 results. So again, this could be a really, really good book idea. There's little competition. There seems to be quite a high demand. Speaking from experience as well with this YouTube channel, lots of people tell me they want to move to Australia. So I think let's go with this. So I think we're ready to head on over to 𝗑𝗫𝗪𝗧 Studio, and this is their part of the website where you can actually create your book. So the lovely people at 𝗑𝗫𝗪𝗧 told me paperback is usually the best option to select. So having a hardback increases your production costs, which eats into your profit. So if you're trying to make money from this, paperback, cover and interior. Project name is Move to Australia Journal. I've never made a journal before. Let's just select this option, which is what it was already on the trim size. Interior, let's just do black and white interior with cream paper, and let's do about 62 pages for now. Create project. I'm excited. I'm nervous because I've never done this before. The right side of your book is the front cover and the left side is the back cover. So that's really important to remember. And the thing I absolutely love about this when I find it is that you can either upload images for your front cover, or they give you access to the websites Pixabay and Unsplash, which basically means you're allowed to use these photos on your front cover of your book and there's no copyright problems there. So I wonder if we just type in Australia to Pixabay, if we can get a really gorgeous image, because I might be a videographer, but I'm not a photographer. I think we need a landscape sort of widescreen image that can go all the way across the front cover and the back cover. So it's just a bit more put together. And then when you're ready to, okay, you can go onto the pages of the book and literally add whatever you want. If you want to add a little introduction, hi, I'm the author, I do this and this and this, you can add, it's your book. That's the pretty cool thing about it, it's your book. And then here's where 𝗑𝗫𝗪𝗧 often say they're low effort, so we can help you. Not only do they have this little chat thing here where you can ask them questions, you know, that's something that you're paying for in your membership, but you can press this little puzzle icon here and it gives you all of these huge amount of templates to fill your book with. So, are you creating a journal book? Great, well they've got different lined paper. They've got shopping list trackers and to-do lists. They've got a cocktail journal if you're creating a book about how to make cocktails. They've got all the puzzles you could ever need to create a puzzle book. I mean, just so many things to do your taxes. Absolutely brilliant. We're going to use a range of these templates because honestly, if we created them all ourselves, we'd be here all day, and this is going to speed up us making the journal. So I'm going to go and finish the front cover and the interior of the book. Boy, have I had fun, as you can see. So I've actually changed the book a little bit. So I've made it 127 pages, and I thought the idea that would be really beneficial for someone is moving to Australia, your first year in Australia, the complete moving planner and journal. So it's a planner and journal. I've really utilized 𝗑𝗫𝗪𝗧's included templates. So what I've done, this is the front cover I've done. I've matched the background of the text to the ocean. I thought that was quite cool. And what I did, I actually screenshotted a few of the templates that I'm using in the book, and I put them at the back as like a little, oh, this is a little sneak peek into what the book looks like. I added some ways the journal will help you. I added a little welcome page because I thought that's always nice. With 𝗑𝗫𝗪𝗧, you don't have to do any of this. If you just want to do like blank lined journal papers, you can, but I think it's always nice to put a bit more effort into it, a bit more of you, a bit more personality, because if you're just churning out any old stuff, well, where's the art in that? That's what I think. And then I've just utilized a few of the journal pages like this, like ruled paper, and then added my own title at the top. So why I'm moving to Australia. Genuinely, like, these are the questions and things I wanted to talk to myself about, and a journal really helps with that. It's really not hard, it's really pretty easy stuff. Like I said, 𝗘𝗫𝗏𝗧𝗏 sponsored this video, but they said, Sam, you can just do whatever book you want. If you just want to do a low effort, easy book for the video, do it. But I've ended up spending 2 hours on this. I've loved it. I'm really proud of my cover. I've had a really fun time. If this doesn't sell, I will shed a tear. But if it does, I'm proud of us. I'm proud of you and me. I'm glad we made it this far. So we have to go and publish it. This is the fun bit. So the next thing you need to do is you need to go to Amazon KDP, just search that in Google and sign up, make sure you have an account with them. And basically we need to get this project published. Make sure it's saved. We're going to download the current project and I'm going to click here.
Hello everyone. In this video we're going to go over step by step how to publish your
That book is now published, ready for all the people who want to move to Australia to buy the book, and hopefully we make a few sales. But I did promise you I would give you the results, so let's come back in a couple of weeks and I will show you what happened. Hello and welcome back. It is 10 days after we published our first journal. Now, it's important to remember in that time, it took about 3 whole days for Amazon KDP to actually approve the journal. So that took a bit of time out of the sales, so bear that in mind. Got my iced latte and I'm ready for some results. So as you can see, this is my dashboard. This is the only book I've ever published in my life, which actually feels quite weird saying that, but quite cool. We'll click the button up here, report, and we'll see how much we made. Here we go. Oh, hey, look at that. So we have had 5 orders and the estimated royalties, we've made $16.41. Now, that's quite cool actually, because I think the book costs almost $3 for Amazon to actually print, and bear in mind that we're only selling the book for $9.99. Considering that, $16.41 and 5 orders within 10 days that's pretty cool, honestly, and I'm pretty chuffed with that. So some people might look at this video and think, oh, he's trying to sell an easy way to make money. The thing is, it did take a bit of work. It really did. Making a good front cover, doing research on the keywords and the niche, doing research on your price, that's something I didn't show in this video. Doing all of that, it does take a bit of time, right? Because I wanted to make it good quality. I don't want to ever make something or publish something that is just cheap rubbish and that someone's just going to want to throw in the recycling bin right after. So I'm really chuffed with the fact that we made 5 orders. Look, $16.41, it's not going to exactly make a big dent in your mortgage payments, but it will buy you a few cups of coffee if you live somewhere like Australia, like I do. And honestly, as a working actor, to have a few cups of coffee bought for you each month because you've sold a journal that's genuinely positively impacted someone's life, that's a really good feeling. Now, I will say, I've seen other people who've used 𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏 and they've been much better at this than me, and they've made a lot more money. So if I made a few more of these journals, we could be seeing a lot more money showing on this dashboard right now. But honestly, I just wanted to do the one book so you could see completely realistic results, just to have a few different extra streams of income if you do it properly and you do your research and you actually get orders. Quite relieving. Not to get too deep, but paying rent, paying bills, being an adult, it's really hard, and that's what I'm finding as a 27-year-old. It's not easy, and it's not easy to be chasing your dreams. So to have a little side hustle like this, it goes a long way. And don't click away just yet. Go watch this video here all about my first ever experience as a Brit seeing Australian Christmas lights. They were insane. So go watch that. I will see you over there. Thanks for watching to the end. Bye.